Hi YouTubers, welcome to my first ever vlog Sunday. Since this is my first vlog Sunday, I'm going to be talking about things that happened throughout the past few weeks. But normally my vlog Sundays will be covering 1 week prior to when I post it, but today's a special case. So on to my first interesting thing. On the weekend of October 20th, my friend Joanne, her sister had a wedding in Oxnard, and I was Joanne's +1. And it was really fun. The wedding was a do-it-yourself wedding, so I ended up helping out a little bit with making pinwheels and stuff, but everything came together really nicely. The color combinations worked out well. They were navy blue and orange, and I think everybody had a good time, and everyone was on the dance floor, even the groom's mom, so I think she had a good time too. I got to stay in a hotel room all by myself because the bride's cousins couldn't make it on that night, so I got this big suite to myself, and it was just really nice. And then I made it a goal that weekend to bond with Joanne's family and her friends, and I think we bonded pretty well. Hopefully, I hope they think the same thing. It was really fun. We danced together on the dance floor. We made crafts together, and we just had a good time. There were a lot of laughs. We went clubbing too. It was fun. So all this wedding stuff made me think to the future. When I want to have a wedding, I thought I want a simple wedding at first, so just a simple ceremony with just me and my partner and maybe my parents and my partner's parents, and that's all. And then I'll let my friends and everything see it on DVD. But then later on into the marriage, maybe like 10 or so years, when we've actually put work into it and we know that it's gonna last forever, that's when I want to have the big wedding. So we kind of have to work towards the big wedding just so we don't blow all the money on the wedding in the first place, and it'll give us time to save up for a bigger wedding. Because I'd rather have a marriage, not a wedding, if you know what I mean. So Halloween just happened. And normally, well, at least 4 years ago when I was still living at home, there were a lot of kids that would come to our door and ask for candy, but this year there weren't that many, and I figured since I've been away for 4 or 5 years, those kids probably grew up into jaded teenagers, and that's why nobody came. Absolutely nobody came. 0 people came to get candy. So we just have a full bag of candy here waiting to be eaten, and I don't eat candy, and I don't think my mom eats candy anymore, so if you want candy, let me know, and if you live in K-Town, so I can give it to you. There was also a massive sale at Banana Republic. Things were like 40% off, and some underwear and v-neck tees like the one I'm wearing right now were an extra 25% off if you bought 3 or more, so I just went crazy. So yesterday, November 3rd, I saw Wreck-It Ralph at the El Capitan, and it was my first time ever at the El Capitan, and it was amazing. Like, the ambiance that they put up and the people that they have in the beginning. So at the beginning, they have a little skit with the characters, featuring the characters of the movie, and for this particular one, Wreck-It Ralph, they had them sing and have audience participation, so they called kids up to build stuff, because that's what the movie's about, building things and then somebody destroying them. And it was just fun, and the movie was amazing. It had a good meaning, and all the characters were really cute. The animation was great. And the short before it, it's about like paper planes. There was no dialogue, but it was great. There was so much meaning, and it was really powerful. So I really recommend watching Wreck-It Ralph. And then later on that night, I went to the AFI Fest. I'm not really sure what AFI stands for, but apparently my friend told me that they show a whole bunch of indie movies, and I saw Lawrence Anyways, or it was a French movie, and they pronounced it Laurence. And the meaning behind it was good, but the movie was a little too long for my taste. It ran almost 3 hours, and by the end I was falling asleep. I also just came back from church, and I'm Catholic, so we show a sign of peace to people by saying, "Peace be with you." And this old lady made this big fuss about saying peace to everyone in a 5-person radius of her, but I was right next to her, and she didn't say anything to me. And I wonder if it's because my hair looks silly, or I was just really out there for her, and it kind of pissed me off, but you know what? I don't want your piece anyway. No, I'm just kidding. I obviously cared enough to post a vlog about it, and it just made me sad. Thank you for watching. I would really appreciate it if you comment, liked, and subscribed this video. If you have any questions or any comments, please feel free to comment in the section down below. Bye.